this video, I'm going to show you how to use Cursor's new AI feature, Composer. There's not a whole lot of documentation on the internet about this just yet, but it is extremely powerful. However, I do think that videos like this are warranted because there are a few finicky things which I think people need to be aware of. I've been using this for a month and a half across multiple projects. I'm going to give you the full tour, show you how to add custom docs, custom notes on the Notepad, which is fantastic, by the way. How to use the code base, reference the internet, generate code, all the things. And then in the second half of this video, I'm actually going to create a full app from scratch. Hello, my name is Pete, and I'm not a developer. Tour first. So I have Cursor open. So do you, obviously. Let's go. Command I or Control I on Windows will open up the small command palette, if you will. I don't remember what it's called actually. And then the control panel, the big version, is Command Shift I, no doubt. And you can always hit Escape to close those up. Now let's go clockwise here. Notepads we haven't created. We are going to because they're amazing in just a minute. Composers, this is like different chats, really. And spoiler alert, I usually just have one open and then I reset it. This is like resetting a chat, starting a new chat where you don't want to have all the context history. You just start over. I just reset it. But if you want access to history, which might be important to you, you can open up new composers just like you would new chats. So let's move on here. This is where you'll obviously type, give prompts to the AI, tell it what you want to do, etc. And you can do the @ symbol is usually, I don't know why it says / for commands. You can click this button right here, or you can just hit @ and it'll bring up all the things you can reference. So files, folders are pretty obvious. You can reference different files, different folders. I don't have any yet. You'll see this in action in just a moment. As well as custom code, which again, I don't have anything at the moment. Documentation. So let's do custom docs first. This is where you would enter in a URL to, here's like a bunch of super random stuff. Let's say I'm going to use Svelte, but Svelte 4. If I wanted to use Svelte 5, which the AI just has no idea, some of those new syntax stuff, I would do add new doc. I would go grab the Svelte 5 documentation, which would probably be multiple URLs at this point. I'm not sure. Release candidates. I might be able to click here and no, you would probably grab some different URLs. Doesn't matter. You come in here, paste it in, hit save, and now you can reference those new documentation pages wherever you do this composer. Similarly, by the way, and I mean really similarly, you can also just paste in a URL. This doesn't have to be docs. This could be literally everything. You don't have to do that. You could just actually grab the URL. Let's do doevenblog.com, paste that in here, and now you'll see it added the @ symbol on its own and is referencing it right there. Similarly, you can actually just do @codebase and now, @codebase. And now you are, okay, I messed it up. Sorry. @codebase. There you go. Right there. And now it's looking at your entire code base. I haven't really done this on massive projects yet that have tons and tons of files and folders. Your results may vary, but on smaller projects, this is what I do. Like 99% of the time. I've built 3 apps in the past month, and I've just used Codebase over and over again. It's by far the easiest way to do this. What else we got? Git, obviously, you will connect your GitHub account, and you can actually put in different branches or whatnot. I could see where that would be helpful. Notepad. We're going to do this in just a moment, but basically you'll just create different notes, text, code, file references, you name it. You can put anything in a note and then just reference that. Super handy. I'll show you in just a second. Moving on here, you can press this to open the floating composer, press this to go back, reset everything with this one, which is what I do a lot. Obviously, you can click X to close or escape. You can choose your AI model down here, which personally, I never touch. I just use 3.5 Sonnet because I think it's a good blend of speed and coding accuracy and knowledge or whatnot. I don't know. I've never had bad results from 3.5 Sonnet compared to the other models, that is. Your results may vary. You should probably change this. I don't know if you're in the free plan, if you have access to those. I don't remember. I pay for Cursor, so there you go. Submit, obviously, when you type something. Press escape to close, create new. This is not needed at all because you have this up here, but you could do create new notepad or composer from here. And again, composer are like chats. By the way, really quick, hi. The difference between chats and composer, very little. The only real difference is that composer goes one extra step forward and actually implements things, implements the changes that it suggests. That's all. In fact, you'll actually type in Composer, do this, and it will respond like a chat. It won't just implement the things, it will respond because it is the exact same thing as the chat function, Command L, but it just goes one step further and actually implements. That's all, to my knowledge. And in fact, you can actually reference the same sort of things right here in chat, right? You can reference files and folders and the entire code base and different notes or whatnot. You can do the same thing in chat that you can in Composer. Okay, I say we create an app from scratch because all the other things I want to show you won't be available until we do that. So really quick, before we actually start generating code, let's create a new notepad. They should just call it note, not notepad. I don't know why. So this is going to be called Deep Secrets or Deep Secret. What did I name it? Doesn't matter. Deep Secrets. Okay, wait a minute. Go back. Deep Secrets. App overview. Okay, I'm going to hit create, and it's going to enter up a text field. You can use @ to mention files, although sometimes that doesn't work, by the way. You can see it didn't actually come up right there. Or maybe it did. Did it? Doesn't matter. You can click the plus sign down here to add context. Different files, different folders. We don't have any yet, so there we go. So I'm going to use voice to text here. Deep Secrets is a... Oh, wait, I can't use... Voice to text doesn't know about SvelteKit yet. Where users can anonymously share their deepest and darkest secrets. All right. This is a one-page website with a very simple text-only form at the top of the page, followed by a feed of the anonymously sent secrets, starting from the most recent. I don't have a database for this project yet, so instead I will be using Svelte stores to hold the secrets array. I don't know, I got nothing here. Svelte. Okay, so this is just information about my app. Now you can just use this in any Composer right here, Deep Secrets App Overview. It's just handy for trying to keep the AI on track. And again, you can add more here. You can type more, you can reference code, that sort of stuff. It's super handy for just stuff the AI doesn't know about. The AI does not know what I want, right? Unless I prompt this over and over again. So that's super helpful. So let's go to the small view here. I created this folder earlier, by the way, but I realized I was going to have to delete it when I install SvelteKit. So I'm in my parent folder, Coding Projects. I'm going to use voice to text again. Help me create again, voice to text really stinks at the word Svelte. Application, as well as Tailwind CSS and Daisy UI. How about that? I don't know if it knows Daisy UI or not. Let's find out. Oh, you know what? Okay, see how this is off screen already? Click this bar to move it. You can't actually reach this other thing up here. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Maybe you have a massive screen, but I'm just using a MacBook Pro. Super annoying, right? So you can see this is basically just a chat. It is going to automatically do things. Now's the most important part in this video for new people. These right here. Let's actually go in the big view, the control panel view. Click over here to see the files that it created or edited. Okay, check. You can see the individual files, or click diff view to see the difference. Right now these are blank because they didn't exist. Scroll left and right, you can see those changes, right? You'll see red and green lines that changed, were removed, added, that sort of stuff. Super handy, super handy. Now, saving versus accepting. This is important. Reapply it's exactly what it sounds like. It will reapply the changes. It's not necessarily going to go through all of this again. It's just going to read this and then try and reapply the changes. Sometimes you need this because it just doesn't work. It's rare, right? This is only like 3% of the time. But sometimes you'll be hitting save, you'll hit accept all, and then you'll look at your code and you're like, it didn't do anything. What happened? Or it did something really random. It's rare, but it does happen. That is what reapply all is for, in my experience. Now, you can hit these down here, save, reject, accept, on a per file basis. This is not available in the smaller thing right here. You only have, or it is actually, you have to click through the files. That's right. If you're in Composer, you could save all of them. I forgot that was the thing. Either way, you can do this on a per file basis or do it to all of the files, all of the changes at once. Now, super important, save all. They should have renamed this. It should have been like preview or something. I don't know. It saves the file. If you're working in your local development server, you're looking at localhost or whatever, yeah, you should see, sometimes it doesn't work, you should see the changes live immediately when you hit save all. Sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time that's what happens. But if you close this window right here, it doesn't actually save. You can see it still has accept or reject right there. If I close this, nothing happened. Or I actually didn't hit save anyways. But the point is, you still have to hit accept all to actually save all of the changes. Really. I think this should have been called something different. But alas, save all is kind of like a temporary save thing. You still have to do accept all. Now, the reason you use save all is so you can save all, okay, check, and then do more things, right? Go back to the composer, go back to the chat, and start making more changes and start making more changes. And at the end, you can hit accept all, and then you're done. Or you can just hit accept all, and then you can still go back to the chat, by the way. You can still do that, but I think that's what they kind of meant. You should be able to see your changes reflected on your development server or whatever immediately. So let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's go back to the composer and do... That did not work. All right, so I got to install some stuff here. Auto prefixer, Daisy UI, Tailwind, and where's the Svelte stuff first? Svelte stuff first. Sometimes it forgets. It's like, oh man, npm install. Can't remember what it's actually called. Npm create. What is that? Or just ask it. How do I create SvelteKit app? Right? You're going to be able to click this, and it should go to a terminal window. There it is. npm create svelte at latest, whatever. I'm not going to do that just because it doesn't know the name of my app. So I'm actually just going to copy this right here. Let me just close this. I'm in coding projects. I'm going to go npm create svelte at latest, and then let's do deep-secrets, just like that. Oh, directory not empty, continue, yes. That's because I created that folder earlier. Stupid of me. No, let's do prettier. Okay, we should be good. My files are populated over here. So let's go to cd deep secret, what is it? Deep secrets, npm I. Hopefully this works because I screwed up earlier and created that folder and stuff. Okay, I think we're good. So let's go npm run dev. And then we should be good to see absolutely nothing, which is okay. But I see the little svelte symbol here. Is it because I don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter. So let's save all here. I hit save all, and it created some files, and probably I need to accept that. But I also need to do this. Okay, here we go. npm, wait, what? Install Daisy UI. Is that what it is? Here we go. Let's do this. Let's try this. Try this one. Let's go. I got to exit out of here. Paste this in here. It should. Okay, that's checked. What else do I need to do? Initialize Tailwind and do some stuff. Post css.config file. All right. It should be okay. We got auto prefixer and Daisy UI installed there. I think that's probably pretty good. So svelte config. I don't know if we need to touch that one. Tailwind.config. Let's hit save all. And then, I don't know what that is. Run dev, just to see what happens here. Note that, again, we still haven't actually saved our file here, right? We have to hit accept. But we're good. Oh, I don't know what this is. This is probably just from Svelte or whatever. But we're good. Okay, let's hit accept all. Now we have done everything. Right? Everything's saved. Now we got a bunch of files in here. So let's actually reset. Again, you don't have to do this. You could do a new, let's just do a new one. There we go. Tailwind.config. We're going to do that. Instead, we're going to do at codebase. Oh, I hate that. Codebase. Wait, stop. I don't know why. It's not doing well for me. There we go. At Notepad. And then I want the deep secrets overview. All right, cool. Now let's actually tell it to start generating some code here. By the way, this looks daisy way. I think this needs to be deleted. Let's delete this. Delete this. Like dark cupcake app.html. Yeah, this should be like data theme cupcake. Save that, and this should be okay. Something like that. All right, so let's go back here. I'm referencing the code base. I'm referencing Deep Secrets app overview, so now it knows that stuff. Let's give it some commands here. Go ahead and create a home page for this app that has a very simple form at the top of the page. Let's center everything in the middle and have the width be about 3/4 of the page using Tailwind CSS. Go ahead and create some functionality where a user can type in something into the text area, hit the submit button, and we will store that information in a SvelteKit store. I don't know if this is actually going to work super well, by the way, but I'm not going to connect a database just for this video. So again, we'll be able to see these changes right here in all of these files. You'll see them appear green over here on the side when they are newly created, stores.ts. So we're not using TypeScript, so that's going to be changed. I could cancel it, but actually let's just see what it does here. So you can see it's editing page.svelte here. You can also look right here. Tailwind.config, app.css. I don't know why it needed to do that right there. Layout, page.svelte. Okay, so it did a bunch of stuff here. Redo these and note that I'm not using TypeScript. Just hit enter and let it redo that. All right, so let's open up this lib folder. So it didn't delete that other file, it looks like, or not yet. Maybe it's still processing. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you or show you. It's done. So let me just hit save all. Okay, so share your deepest secret, submit secret. Okay, let's change the width of the overall app to about 1/2 of the page. Small change, right? It's going to just do one line of Tailwind CSS somewhere in there probably, and this will be down here. Deep secrets, submit secret. Let's check out this stores. So it's got writable from SvelteKit stores, add secret, ID, content. What is ID? Current secrets.length. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Current secrets. All right. Let's just save all. By the way, sometimes you'll hit this and it won't actually work. You won't see any changes reflected. I recommend clicking in here or clicking down here. You see how it's like highlighted right now? You can see the border in white. Sometimes you'll need to click on that, click down in here, and then hit save all. Sometimes it doesn't save correctly or whatever. So this looks okay. Let's just hit accept all. So now we got that. And let's, okay. Before we go any further, why don't we just test this and see what happens here? Actually, let's tell it. For our testing purposes, every time a new secret is submitted, let's use a console log statement to print that out. Right? I just want to like be able to tell that we're updating the store for now. All right. I am just going to, so it's adding something in here, new secret submitted, console.log, and then it's returning with this. So let's hit save all. Actually, let's do accept. That's fine. Let's do I like bananas. Hit enter. It's a text area, so it added a new paragraph. All right. New secret submitted, and then it's actually doing the store here. ID of one, content, and then a timestamp. Secret submitted, I lie bananas. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. Now let's keep going. What do we need to do? Okay. Now it's time to implement the feed. Just underneath the form, let's show all of the secrets that have been submitted, starting with the most recent at the top. You know, it'd be interesting. Should we? No one's watching. No one can give me advice while I'm recording this. I was going to say, do you guys want to? This isn't a live stream. I was going to say it'd be cool to have a really random anonymous name that we could just like name people from. You know what I mean? let's hit save all here. Come over here. It says recent secrets. I like bananas. So let's try this again. I actually like Waffle House. Lols. Okay. What about command enter? Huh. Ooh, updated immediately. And there you go. If I hit refresh, no secrets yet because it was just stored in a store. Okay. That's fine though. So that's pretty much it. But let's go a step further. How about this? Let's create a JavaScript file or a JSON file with a huge list of really obviously fake names. Let's separate out first names from last names and do roughly 100 first names and 100 last names. When a user submits a secret, I want to randomly pull a first name and randomly match it with the last name and attach that to a new property on each secret. So not only is this going to hopefully create a new file here with a bunch of names, but it's also going to update our functionality right here to attach a name, a fake name, an anonymous name, to these things. All right, I'll just pause the video for a second. It looks like it's almost done. It is using a new function called getRandomName, which is going to be imported here into the stores thing, /fake names, which is going to be this, fakenames.js, which is, oh, these are good. Look at that guy. So let's just hit save all, and let's go here and do I love my dog. Oh, I keep doing that. I love my dog. How about this? Even though this is a text area in the form, I would like the form to submit when a user presses the enter button. All right. While it's doing that, we'll come over here. It says, I love my dog, shared by Aura Marigoldshine on 10/24. That's so funny. Okay, that works. Right? We got some random names here. And then we're going to save this. We've added on key down. That should be fine. Let's just hit accept all here. Let's refresh. This is going to disappear. I love my dog. Oh, I'm going to hit enter. All right, now we're good. I love my dog by Reef Moonshadow. Oh, that's a great name. Reef Moonshadow. I love smoking the reefer. I don't actually, but enter. I love smoking the reefer. Finn Frostfire. Okay, so that's basically it. I can't think of anything else that I missed. So I don't know. You can chat with this just like you would the chat Command L feature. I'm trying to think of anything else I missed. I don't think I did. I think that's pretty much all. One tiny thing that I didn't mention. I'm actually going to just reset everything. So I reset everything, and you can still see at the top here, fakenames.js. It's the file I currently have open. This is important because oftentimes I will want it to do something in some specific file that is not the one I'm looking at. Let's say I want to change something in the stores file here, and I'm just I'm coding, I'm working, I'm goofing off, and I'm way over here somewhere, and then I start typing into this, and I don't actually reference that file or the entire code base. It doesn't really know what I'm talking about that much. It's better to actually reference that file that you want to do stuff in, right? If I just tell it to do something, it's going to do its best guess to try and figure that out. It's going to kind of find its way to the answer, but it's a lot more accurate if you are directly referencing the files you know you need to change. This is what separates an actual developer from an idiot like me, who's just do this AI, do this AI, where a real developer is going to want to make sure, do this, but I know it needs to happen in this file or in this part of the code or whatever. So I think that's important. You're in here, you're working, and then you are moving files. You actually see I didn't do that. If you say Command I, it should, you're talking about this, you're talking about this. I thought it would actually just automatically bring up the one we're currently in here. I thought it usually did that. Well, see, this is another finicky thing. It looks like it did earlier, and then it looks like it didn't. So right now, I'm changing, and it's still referencing that one thing. But a few minutes ago, I wasn't like that, right? I had something open and you saw me switching tabs and you saw it changing the code being referenced. Can't help you with that, right? I didn't do it just now. I don't know, man. That's weird. I don't know why it's not doing what it did just a second ago. I can't tell you. But just make sure that you're referencing the right content. That's all. And honestly, that's about it. So if you like coding and building apps and you're not a developer or you're a semi-developer like myself, hashtag, comment, subscribe, likes, and to this YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys know the drill. If you want to see more of my videos, obviously, you subscribe. That's all there is to it. Like you didn't already know that. All right. Have a wonderful day. Happy using the cursor feature Composer. That was a weird sentence. Good luck using Composer. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I will be happy to answer them if I can. All right. See you next time. Adios.